Springboard Roadshow Foundation in partnership with the MasterCard Foundation and Solidaridad present CoRe, the COVID-19 Recovery and Resilience Program.
Hello and welcome to another edition of CoRe. My name is Nenya Quojo Nuamah. In a previous discussion, we talked about time management. That was a while ago. We learnt, among other things, what was critical, what was important, and what were some of the things that could wait. What we tried to do was to take better control of our lives and ultimately take control of our destinies. Today, we are talking about how to reinvent yourself. That is, how to create a new you, unlearning old habits and embracing new and productive ones. Imagine that you run a restaurant at a tourist destination, or you earn a living providing service to expatriates who have left during the lockdown and are yet to return. Your 2020 must have seen significant disruption and stagnation. You may also have seen many competitors enter your field and sweep away loads of your customers, offering more interesting and more exciting and trendy services and products. If you are dealing with stagnation or competition or disruption occasioned by COVID-19, you may want to pick a couple of ideas from the list that I have. The year 2020 has been a year like no other. Chances are the effects of COVID-19 will be with us for a very long while. Many dreams and plans have been thrown haywire. You don't seem to be completely out of the woods yet. And with over 1 million people dead already, and several cities in Europe resuming lockdown and restrictions, we still have to hold our breath and keep reinventing ourselves if we are to continue to be comfortable. Here in Ghana, a poll a couple of weeks ago, which surveyed small and medium-scale businesses, said that 97% of them have seen their earnings drop by up to 70%. Now that is serious. To reinvent ourselves basically means to move away from something that is old and create a new self. That process is all in a bid to making our lives a whole lot better than it used to be. That means that we are about to increase our level of sacrifice. We are about to make more adjustments, and we are about to get a lot more uncomfortable than we are used to being. The life of 15 years ago, for example, is nothing like what it is today. If you are the age of my children, you've probably never used a landline phone with a circular dial. You have never learned how to insert paper, put a carbon paper in between the two plain sheets and insert it into a hand-used typewriter, what we used to call a manual typewriter. You probably have never seen an 8-track stereo. Like my almost 90-year-old grandmother, you may also never learn how to pout or take a TikTok video. Life for both my mother and 2 generations later, her grandchildren, couldn't be more different. 15 years ago, if you know, is way before Momo. That's way before Zoom. That's before Netflix. That's before Facebook, Twitter, drones, and even Uber. It was the heydays of pre-Instagram superstars like Osofudazi. It was in the days of the Chololi, of Mobitel, and of GNTC. The world, even for your average Ghanaian, has changed significantly. So, how do we reinvent ourselves? One may ask. I start with the things that we can do first in every day. I have come to see that the day is an interesting capsule of what goes on in our life. What we do in the mornings affects what happens in our afternoon. And our afternoon, pretty much a reflection of what is going to happen in the evening. So whether or not you get a good night's sleep depends a lot on how your day has gone and how productive you have been. Life is pretty much the same. I'd like to leave you with my favorite 8 tips for reinventing yourself. Remember, these are in no way exhaustive, but I believe that they can be helpful. 1, start your day right. The best way to start your day is to have a mindful wake-up. A mindful wake-up basically just means that you don't just get out of your bed and wander aimlessly through the day. It means that you plan it before you get out of bed and you walk what we called the plan. Remember that if you are waking up today, the tomorrow you talked about yesterday is the today you are in. So, today, make the best of it. 2, decide what habits one must unlearn. You would be honest with me to say that what I must unlearn will not be the same for you. What you would have to unlearn will differ greatly from what I have to do. If you don't smoke, you pretty much don't wonder about having to quit that habit. If you don't drink, then every alcohol is bitter, isn't it? If you're a person who likes to procrastinate, then that may be your biggest bane. If you've carried things over and have always said, I'll do it tomorrow, please, today is the tomorrow, get it done. 3, decide what skills one must acquire. Choose a more beneficial habit or substitute to replace the one that you must kick. Times have changed. Enhance your personal value by growing the competencies and soft skills that make a difference today. Command of several languages, technological appreciation, reading widely, further education, and even self-education. If you've traveled across Africa, you will be honest and be quick to know that a second language that most of us must learn would be French. If we are going to go down south, Swahili may be useful. How about Chinese when it's taking over the whole world? Think about these and improve yourself. 4, find coaches and mentors. That is to say, find people ahead of you at work and in life. People who have gone past what you are suffering with and who have learned the lessons the hard way, just so you don't make mistakes people have made already. Remember also that that doesn't mean your mentors will always be accessible to you. If there are people worth their salt, remember they will be busy many times. But also bear in mind that mentorship is usually a lifelong relationship. And so, if you don't catch him today, you will catch him tomorrow, as long as he's committed to helping you and cares about you. 5, beware of self-sabotage. Stop seeking spiritual solutions for character deficit issues. Remember, character is destiny. Laziness, procrastination, unuseful relationships, gossip, etc. are not due to any jinx or witch. Successful people have unsuccessful family members too. Why you? Why not Bill Gates or Oprah? It's your choice. And it's what bodybuilders do. When they walk into a gym, they incrementally lift heavier and heavier weights so they get stronger and stronger. I'd like us to take a little exercise. Make a list, if you have a pen and paper, of 5 things you would like to do if you were not afraid, and decide on just one that you will take action on from today onwards. You will get to know that your inaction is not because it is difficult. Rather, the reverse is the case. It has become difficult to get it done because of your inaction. 6, connect digitally. What are the skills you need to learn in today's fast-paced, digital-driven world? You can either waste your time browsing the net or make real use of the internet. It's up to you. If you are busy following people or checking who made a funny comment about a post you made, you are pretty much using the internet for the wrong things and distracting yourself. Remember, for some celebrities and many other people, your following them makes the money. What about you? Better still, decide on installing apps that enable you to schedule a calendar, generate invoices, check the weather, monitor your health, and do several more useful things with your free time. It's a new world. These new digital media skills will help you increase your value. For example, recently, we are all aware of the story that broke of the artist Ray Styles and how through crowdfunding, tens of thousands of dollars were raised to help his treatment. It tells you of the immense potential for good that the internet can be used to. The reverse is also true. Today, I doubt if even after COVID, embassies will be issuing visas for people to attend conferences. Webinars are the in thing, and many people would be turned down if they attempted these. 7, understand money. The money lesson has always been very important to me. There are people who are shy of debt, but I'd like to say something slightly different to you. I like to ask you to make sure you have positive debt. What is positive debt? Positive debt is money that has been borrowed for something useful, productive, and beneficial in the long run. I'll give you an example. If you've purchased a commercial bus on hire purchase, or if you owed a carpenter for roofing your house, or if you are halfway through paying for your roofing sheets, then whenever you get your next paycheck, chances are, if you are responsible, you will pay that bill before you spend what is left. Now, if you have pre-spent in a good way, invested the money before it has arrived, you are halfway through making tomorrow better than today. My final word, pray always. Do not make prayer a spiritual ambulance. Prayer is not only for crisis, it's not only for personal disruption, and it's not for business stagnation. Prayer must be a daily, sustained practice that improves our health, improves our confidence, improves our outlook, keeps us grounded, keeps us trusting, and keeps us knowing that nothing is impossible. Let's keep God in mind always, in our thoughts, in our plans, and in our activity, and His guidance will show through. What we need in life, more importantly, is a process of constant, daily, incremental progress to make our lives better. To recap, here are my 8 keys to reinvention interventions. 1, start your day right. 2, decide on the habits you must unlearn. 3, decide on which new skills you must acquire. 4, find coaches and mentors who know better than you do. 5. Beware of self-sabotage. 6. Connect digitally. 7. Understand money. And finally, pray always and put God first. I hope we have had a short and enjoyable time. Until I see you again, I say, have a good day. Go to the workbook, walk through it, make the most of it, and make sure you are reinventing yourself for a more positive, a more productive, a more useful life for yourself, your family, and our dear nation. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.
A presentation of CoRe, the COVID-19 Recovery and Resilience Program.
Back to the basics. I brought one up, but we're down so